Let me very quickly turn to Sada.
Good afternoon, friends. I'm a new face here. As an ex-civil servant, I would like to share the views expressed by Dr. Ang. I think when I write a book, I could contribute 10 to 20 pages. Because my experience is quite dramatic. When I was with the PAP in 1980s, I was a grassroots member of various organizations. There are only two organizations that I was not qualified to. One is the ladies group, the women's subcommittee, and the other one was for the senior citizens. At that time I was very young. If you name the other organizations, CCC, CCMCs, and everywhere, I was a member. But at that time, I was a PAP member too. When I was a PAP member, I was in the good books. There were no complaints, no problems. The minute I crossed over to the opposition, I received a memo from the ministry reminding that civil servants are not allowed to participate in opposition politics. I was surprised. That was a double standard. That was in the 1980s. That is how the system is functioning. The minute you cross over to the opposition, the minute they get the wink that we are the sympathizers, that's it. We face the chopping blocks. So that is one of the reasons why many capable people are not willing to come forward to join the opposition. But here we are. After all these years, we have seen the grievances. We have been growing up with the people. We have been mingling with the people. We have been sitting at a coffee shop. We hear days after days complaints, frustration, aspiration expressed by the ordinary citizen have not been heard in the parliament. We have got a lot of qualified people in the parliament, the so-called MPs, ministers, and so on. But to me, I find that they're not effectively representing the views of the people. If they have put across the feedback machineries, they have got a grassroots organization. Rightfully, it was registered, it was formed with an intention of gathering the feedback. Some of you could have been members. If you look at the constitution of the various organizations, they're supposed to be a feedback machinery to the members. But if that is the case, how come we have got so much grievances? Why should we be talking about the transportation costs? Why should we be talking about the building costs and so on? That means that something is wrong somewhere. So we have decided there's no point talking about it. So I think it is time we got to come forward, stand up, and speak up for ourselves. Let us be the voice of the people, so that let it be heard in the parliament. As a teacher, I have raised a lot of I've expressed a lot of views. I've tried to put across the frustration of teachers. The ministers always visit the schools. They talk about the morale of the students, but nobody bothers about the teachers. I'm not here to talk about the teachers, but you will be hearing a lot during the rallies. We have to reserve a lot for the rallies because I think a day is not enough to talk about it. Because as a trade unionist, now we are talking about the PAP always talk very proudly, symbiotic relationship between the PAP and the NTUC. But the question, if you have got a chance to talk to the trade unionists, you know the problems that trade unionists face. They are not to deliberate any form of arguments put across to the floor because there's always a fear factor. I have experienced personally by coming up to say something, your names will be taken up. Whether it is a political forum, whether it is a seminar, anyway. This is a type of intimidation that each and every day all of us are facing. So as a trade unionist, I have experienced it. But for the last 20 years, nothing much could be done. So I followed the political system. I've been a sympathizer of the opposition politics. Here I am, coming forward to represent the people, to be the voice so that it could be heard in the parliament. I hope the voters will understand why we are here. Nothing much to gain. We have got a lot to lose. That's what Dr. Ang said. The pages will be increased, but we are willing to sacrifice. Hope the voters will understand. Thank you.